World Cup 6, we're onwards to our next match. We've got Lifecoach opposing C4mlann. I've got Rdu on the far left, hailing from Romania, and in the middle is Pavel from Russia. So we're going to be casting C4mlann next, which these guys have a little bit of history with. Pavel fought against him in the group stage, and they've casted together on Stream B. How do you feel about Stream B? Can you tell me something about C4mlann and how it went?
Yes, I really wanted to cast his match because I like all honorable things, and C4mlann is honorable player with very honorable decks, very honorable deck choices. Okay, so looking the most for his match.
Okay, RDU, can you translate what he means by that?
Yeah, for Pavel, honorable is like decks that go face, decks that have patches like Dragon Pirate Warrior, Priest. Is Priest honorable?
Yeah, because I played.
Also that they have to be played by Pavel. Like,
I see.
If they're not played by Pavel,
that makes sense. That totally makes sense. So you play only honorable decks?
Yes.
Okay. If you bring Control Warrior, does it become honorable?
Yeah, then it automatically becomes honorable deck.
Okay. I like that. But like in a few meta games, every deck will be honorable.
Yeah.
Okay, that's bad.
Unlucky. Maybe they lose the status of honorable.
At some point, after like 6 months, they become dishonorable.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense. C4mlann has banned Warlock from Lifecoach, so the Reno Lock is banned. That we've seen, the no combo, no Leroy, no crazy.
The patches.
Burst. Yeah, the patches. The honorable Reno Lock. And Lifecoach banned the Priest from C4mlann.
Banned the Priest?
He banned the Priest. And the reason for that is probably that there's no Warlock in the lineup from C4mlann.
Yeah, what's the reason to ban Priest over Rogue? What do you think about that?
I don't know, like, I think Rogue is like a bit better, but I'm not sure if Lifecoach respects Rogue that much. Lifecoach thinks that Priest is like one of the best decks in the game, but he doesn't believe that Rogue is that great.
Yeah, maybe he thinks that Rogue is consistent.
What do you think?
Personally, I would ban Rogue with his lineup.
Yeah, I mean, it also depends, that's one of the things we've seen in the tournament so far is Rogue sometimes just wins and sweeps an entire lineup, but other times Rogue just kind of doesn't get anything. It just finds coin, preparation, backstab, and no cards to play. And it never gets the auctioneer, no all-in, and so everything falls apart very quickly. All right, Lifecoach is getting ready, taking off his shoes, or putting them on, I'm not too sure. C4mlann on the other side had an eye patch that he took out. Was that the Christmas gift that he got?
Yeah, he wanted to like use it on stream, but hopefully it will not hinder his performance.
Yeah, I was going to use my Christmas hat, but...
What did he get, by the way? Which Christmas?
Who?
He get C4mlann.
Oh, he got a patch for the eye.
Oh.
He's a pirate.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
He can do what he wants because he's free. He's a pirate. I just wonder, though, if C4mlann's lineup is going to hold. What else is he running in the lineup? There's probably Shaman in there, the Rogue, and is there a Warrior for the third class?
Yeah, that's what he used to beat Pavel.
Oh, wow. You got beat by honorable decks.
Yes.
Oh.
But it's not a shame to lose to honorable decks.
Oh, so it's a good thing. It's acceptable.
Especially with this honorable deck choices, like he play Arcanite Reaper and upgrade in Dragon Warrior.
Oh. You got honorable... That guy.
C4mlann doesn't like Blood to Icar. We were talking with him about it. And
yeah, because you can't use it to face. That's the reason.
I like that.
That's a good reason.
Not honorable enough.
Yeah, he was telling us like, here, Blood to Icar doesn't hit face. Look, upgrade would have.
That's a pretty good logic. I mean,
yeah,
even
that's reasonable.
Yeah, it's reasonable.
Sound logic.
So what is reasonable? If a deck is honorable, when does something become reasonable?
That's a good question.
We'll have to answer it during the game. We're on our way, I believe, unless this is a test game. Yep, it looks like the test game is on the way since the Priest was banned from Lifecoach. So, no, not quite ready yet. Or are they ready?
No, Lifecoach is the Priest. Lifecoach banned the Priest, but he still has his own Priest.
Left his alive. Yeah, okay, so Lifecoach is going to be running up with Dragon Priest in the first game against C4mlann's Pirate Dragon Warrior.
With upgrade.
And Arcanite Reaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very aggressive way. Usually you see like all-in Pirate with the Reaper and the upgrade, but you tend to see the Dragon package let it go. Is he running 0 blood to Icar?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he also could Malgarok, he could Ragnaros.
Okay.
You don't play
Look at it,
all these
the upgrade.
big guys.
So no top and Yeah, how do you feel about his choice of bringing that hybrid deck without the Blood to Ichor? Do you think that deck needs to have the one drop or not?
I don't think you need the Blood Icar that much. I personally also cut one for like Arcanite Reaper.
Really?
Oh, you also play Arcanite Reaper.
Yeah.
This is
But
getting better.
I'm not that great as
So
Cameron
you
to play
also
upgrade.
honorable.
Yeah, I'm also honorable. How could I not be? What do you think about like Lifecoach Mulligan? Do you keep anything? All the cards look pretty bad.
I mean, I don't mind. I'd keep everything. Aside from the when you've got the 2 minions there to start the game off, like those minions I probably wouldn't throw back, ever.
Look at Arcanite Reaper that we talked about.
Oh.
I'm not sure how good
upgrades.
How good is it against Priest?
If they don't have the weapon removal, it's gonna kill a Twilight Guardian.
It's actually
with
very
upgrade.
good against Priest
Yeah.
because you might upgrade it and hit to face a lot of times.
How much damage is it though?
18.
18 damage. Wow, that's a lot. Do you kill Draconite Operative or do you just go face?
Of course you go face.
Never kill minions.
Yeah, don't even consider this option.
Okay.
Oh, it's interesting that he plays Finley before the Buccaneer. It's a very interesting line, because like if you play the Buccaneer turn 1, you can go like turn 2 upgrade, turn Finley.
Yeah, but I guess he want to keep upgrade for Arcanite Reaper.
Yeah, but that's like very expensive, very late in the game. Can you afford to?
With life tap, probably now. Yeah.
Actually like it because Arcanite Reaper is very valuable against Priest, especially if you upgrade it.
What about this? He has the Cultist now. He could like play Pirate upgrade and then Cultist next turn.
He could keep the small time Buccaneer for Cultist on Arcanite Reaper to go 7-4.
Again, it requires too much mana.
Yeah, it's very expensive. I don't think you're doing that ever.
What do you think, Pavel? How would you play this hand?
Yeah, I guess you play Buccaneer and use upgrade, and then next turn you might upgrade your weapon with this 3 mana pirate.
And you attack now and next turn? Yeah, I guess. Because you want to like
Yes, I
Arcanite
think
on
you
5.
attack because you also have Arcanite Reaper in your hand.
Yeah. Seems good.
All right, so we're just going to be upgrading the Reaper with a Pirate then and not waiting too long. Just get some damage in and get the weapon in. Is there ever a world in which you life tap and just kind of play it slowly here?
Nah.
No.
It's
It's
just
a
way too
tempo
slow.
matchup. You
Life
don't
tap
want-
into patches.
You don't want to skip turns.
Yeah.
Yeah, draw patches, classical mistake.
What a misplay. He drew patches. Feels bad. I mean, this is still pretty tough for the Priest because he didn't pick up, Twilight Whelp to play on turn 1, Warmest Agent to coin out and get some head start on the board. Instead, he's forced to playing very slowly. And, I mean, no matter what he does here, it's going to slow him down. Do you think at this point it's almost going to be about relying on a transition into a Holy Nova early?
I mean, Lifecoach kept the Nanaspire Historian and the Cabal Talon Priest, which is pretty greedy in my opinion, and now he's getting a bit punished for the decision in the Mulligan.
Yeah, there is no dragon in hand, so the Nether Spire doesn't even draw a card in that spot.
You have to like coin tempo Cabal Talon Priest, which is not what you want to do because it's most likely gonna die next turn.
Yeah, how do you play this turn, Pavel?
I guess you go and
No choice, right?
fail. Yeah, just no choice. You don't want to skip turns.
And no
This
one wants to
matchup.
skip a turn. All right, Bloodcell
Ooh.
Cultist number 2 can upgrade the upgrade.
That's actually very huge.
But do you want to use it on turn 4, or do you want to keep it for Arcanite Reaper?
I think you want to use it on turn 4.
Okay, so you just like apply pressure.
Unless you top the something like Karkron lead, then
Okay, yeah, then you can like go
then
corner
you
on
might
4.
keep it.
Yeah. And just use it on turn 6 on the Arcanite, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, it's a little bit less bursty than a Fiery War Axe buff, but I mean, you are developing on the board, and if your opponent's best play was to play Cabal Talon Priest on the coin, then you're looking pretty good in the future.
Going face, ignoring the Talon Priest.
All right.
Yes, because he's honorable.
I wonder if C4mlann is doing this intentionally, knowing Pavel's casting him at this point.
It's like, trading maybe plays around a second Talon Priest, but I want to retain my honorable status.
Samurai, C4mlann. I really
Yeah,
like...
because I really respect him for this line of plays.
All right.
He is smart.
Lifecoach is trading, so Lifecoach is not
I mean,
that
I will
honorable.
trust the words of a world champion. You know that? If he tells me this play is smart, I believe it. Because it did, in this case, save him from making the trade, and now he gets to dictate tempo. So, do you ever just upgrade this? Upgrade again to get a 3-3?
Yes, because later you might lose your pirates on board and you will not have a way to upgrade your weapon.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, you are going into turn 4, so there is not much that's going to come out, but it probably will happen by turn 5, right? When the Reaper comes out. So I think that makes a lot of sense.
He's going face
And
again.
look at this beautiful line of play.
Yeah, Kamlan knows how to play the game.
It's already to...
Look, he
He's just
knows the patches.
Yeah, he just smiled, he just looked on me.
Oh, he knows what's up. The worst part is right now, based on the fact that he's got Arcanite Reaper in hand, this line of play just makes sense. That's the sad part. Oh.
By the way, that feast thing is like what Pavel was like showing Kamlan when we cast it on the B stream. So now he's like the way they greet them.
And that's
each
already
other.
12 hit points for Priest.
Yeah.
On turn 4.
Yeah, but if Priest gets a taunt and manages to clear the board, then what do you do?
Yeah, but he didn't have one because you would have
Yeah.
seen one, right?
Yeah. Guess we just kill them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that line of play.
I'm not sure. Like I would have probably traded even on turn 3. But yeah, Kamlan sees the lines. Lifecoach doesn't really have
The
anything
line's
right
going directly upstairs to the face. I don't see many other lines right now.
now. Lifecoach is under pressure and on the ropes right now.
I like how Camlan's turn is 1 second and
Yeah, like-
coach is roping.
Real smart, real honorable player. Don't think more than 1 second per turn. I like it.
We can pretend all we want, but the line of play is still pretty okay at this point. He does have like 9 damage on board again, since he has the weapon still equipped. That is not the card you wanted to see here, I don't think. Developing Arcanite Reaper gives you 2 more damage now and an extra 2 on the following turn.
But then you lose like the charges of the current weapon.
Right.
So you only do it if you set up lethal.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think that's worth it.
If one of these pirates stick on board, then you kill him next turn.
Yeah.
And Priest also have to use hero power to survive.
So
Yeah.
you're forcing him to play a 3-drop and nothing else, basically.
Even if he plays Holy Nova, he still loses the game.
Yeah.
So I guess it's a good line. Yeah, Kamlan sees the line. Very honorable.
What is this?
No trades made this game.
Yes.
Only
The
Only
face.
Arcanite
face.
Reaper is doing so much work for Camlan.
Yeah.
This is insane. And he's got nothing. Oh my god. So here at this spot, you're forced to hero power. So I guess you open up with Powered Shield and Fire and Twilight Guardian. that saves you, right? That's the only play?
No, it doesn't save. Does it save you? Yeah, it saves you a
Yeah.
bit. But you cannot kill the board.
Sure, but at least you kill 1 minion and you're alive.
Also, if you get 2 mana, 2/4 down, then you also survive.
Yeah, you can also
On
heal
board.
yourself. Yeah, yeah.
There are 4 outs in the deck. Out of how many cards right now for Lifecoach? He's got 21,
21.
so 4 out of 21 is pretty reasonable, right?
Extremely reasonable.
I walked right into that one. I didn't even think about it.
He didn't hit it, so Kamlan just wins game 1. Huh?
There's no dragon with taunt on 2 mana that I know about. Twilight Whelp looks pretty cute, but will not save Lifecoach, and down he goes to the Pirate Warrior deck. So at this point, Lifecoach is gonna have to beat that Warrior deck with something else. And if he queued up the Priest first, do you think he intended to win this?
Probably.
Yeah.
Like, he also, like, banned his opponent's priest, so, like, he shows that he respects priest a lot. But then his priest just lost to the full smorkness of Kamlan. Kamlan had some very interesting lines. Like, I wouldn't have done that, but...
Very
yeah.
honorable lines.
Yeah, I like them a lot. They're very good lines. All line leads to face, right? That's very good pizza dough.
Yeah, it looks
and
pretty nice.
Pizza sauce is looking tasty.
I'm just afraid that they put a bit too much sauce. And it
then-
goes into
okay,
the oven.
You
I
know
think.
what? RDU, we went out for a pizza like 2 days ago, and he went and told me all about the science of pizza tasting. So, how would you describe the pizza that we had?
It had just a bit too much vinegar, but otherwise it was like pretty good. Very nice dough consistency, very nice amount of ingredients, and very good price.
How much was it?
Like 350 euro, cheaper than in Romania, to be honest.
Yeah, so we had cheaper pizza than Romania, and it was better, or, you know, under...
Kind of
Okay.
like the same, but for the price, it's like insanely good. A very good deal.
Yeah.
Very honorable pizza.
Yeah. Okay.
Reasonable, I wish.
Reasonable.
Extremely
price.
reasonable.
Yeah, I think that's the word you were looking for. Honorable, it means like somebody smashed you with the pizza in the face. I don't think that's where you want to go.
Okay.
So very good pizza. Artie is like a pizza master, is what I've understood. So I'll take your word for it if you tell me the pizza we get later is good. For now, C4mlann, back to the game, has the small-time Buccaneer on the coin. Can get the frauding right afterwards if he wants to, assuming no other play is found. Lifecoach is queuing his own warrior into it, hoping to be able to maybe win the mirror match. But I think the list that C4mlann is running is a tiny bit more aggressive when you account for the upgrade and the Arcanite Reaper.
Yeah, but it's not all about aggression. Usually it affects down to board control and who can get it.
Yeah, and the War Axe in Lifecoach's hand is definitely something that's going to give him an edge. Unfortunately for now, he still has to spread the War Axe over kind of irrelevant minions. And he's not really finding any good early game, like a 3-drop.
Yeah, I don't know, like I'm looking at both hands, they're not that great. I'm really not sure who has the edge.
I think coining out frauding, now that you have the N'Zoth first mate, is pretty good. But I guess you could go to coin 4-drop into 4-drop. What do you think, Pavel? Like, how would you play this?
Then he might get punished by Blood to Echo or maybe Ravaging Ghoul.
That's right, Lifecoach is playing Ravaging Ghoul. That makes a lot of sense.
So I like playing N'Zoth first mate now, and then you have follow-up with coin, Twilight Guardian, or maybe Arcanite. I mean,
yeah, sure.
Yeah. 4 mana charge and...
So I guess if you play N'Zoth's first mate now, you also check for Ravaging Ghoul, right?
Yes.
Since if it comes out, it'll just be right there available for you to check. And then you can just go and play your 4-drop. So that makes a lot of sense.
He just plays his frothing, and fortunately for him, there's no Ravaging Ghoul, there's no Blood Viker to punish him.
Yeah,
So
there's
he's-
also the Korkron punish sometimes on turn 4 if it's played a bit later. So I don't know how relevant that is.
At the same time, like if Lifecoach will not do anything this turn and play the Korkron next turn, he's still going to be behind because C4mlann can just play the N'Zoth mate and use the weapon to clear the Korkron very efficiently.
Yeah, at the very least, though, you're not buffing the frauding to give him the Korkron trade, right? And I think starting on turn 5 with the Blackwing Corruptor, there's a chance Lifecoach can stabilize off of this bad start.
I don't know. At the same time, if C4mlann pushes some more damage, he has Draconic Crusher and he runs Arcanite Reaper and upgrade, so he can just end the game if it goes to that point.
Oh my god!
That's a huge draw.
That's
That's
bad.
probably the best possible draw.
Yeah, I think so. He doesn't run Monkey, so I guess Frothing is the best draw he could have had in his deck.
Oh, he actually ran Monkey.
Oh, he does?
Yes.
How does he have space for that?
Oh, you just got the Blood to Icarus for upgrade Arcanite, and you just put the rest.
Yeah, now like Lifecoach is a bit behind. He might have to kill the patches with the weapon.
Yeah, he has to.
Yeah, I think you need to force the trade from the frauding into the Korkron, but there is an N'Zoth first mate on C4mlann's side, so that's going to complicate the matter. Because now the frauding is going to become even bigger. There's even the pirate!
Extraordinary. Look at C4mlann.
Yeah, he looked very honorable.
He's getting rewarded for his honorable deck choice. This is the deck that's the same deck, just
place.
yeah. This deck went insane in this tournament. I think C4mlann is like 5-0 or something like that. Like he pre-out Pavel, and then I think he also like beat other people also with his deck.
So as soon as we lost with the first deck, went to this one and won 2 games in a row to finish off the series. And then now he's looking great. Looks like there's a 2-0 building up right now. It's not there yet, and we don't have a guarantee of it, but the damage coming in from C4mlann is way too much for Lifecoach right now.
Yeah, and C4mlann's deck is just like really good at finishing games. So he already won the early game, so late game is going to most likely be won also by him. I don't see anything that Lifecoach can do.
I mean, if you can try to fight for the board, is there anything you're looking to draw with Azure Drake? Not really. Do you just play Alexstrasza's champion into Bloodcell Cultist for tempo? Is that the play you'd make?
He still has patches.
Yeah, I guess.
Because you can kill the frauding with this, right?
But only question, do you kill it with Fire Vorax and take 6 damage, or do you kill it with Alexstrasza's champion?
Yeah, I think taking damage is too much right now, right? You can't afford taking much more and setting yourself so low. So I think trading with the patches and the Alexstrasza
Yes,
is
I like it.
Alright, Lifecoach seems to be heavily focused right now. A bit of a headache. Oh man, this just gets worse and worse.
No, he can trade. But yeah, I guess you don't trade.
Yeah, I guess he's just going to
Yeah.
take honorable line of play.
Like normally I would trade like just the weapon and the 1/1, but yeah, C4mlann has like different approach to the game. Definitely more honorable than mine.
Definitely. Maybe
C4mlann
just-
looks bored. He's like, you know what? I'm just have all the cards in the world. He's not even stressed out. He's just leaning on his hand, lazily staring at the screen. Things are just doing what they have to be doing.
Yeah, he doesn't trade. Of course he doesn't trade.
I mean, he is setting his opponent below 15 as well, which guarantees that Draconic Crusher always comes down as 9/9, even if he starts trading next turn. So if he has to trade next turn, then he's still getting the value he wants out of the Draconic Crusher. Well, there's a Blood to Ichor to stall a little bit longer, but there's no Execute in the decks anymore. So the 9/9 just finds no good answer usually.
That's lethal.
Oh my goodness
Exactly.
gracious.
Exactly little.
Yeah.
Actually play double upgrades.
Yeah, I don't know how he has so much space for these cards.
I don't think there's a monkey now. I mean, that would...
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe he play deck with more than 30 cards. What do you think about that?
What do you think about that, Ardia?
Yeah, I don't know. Unless he knows Ben Broad and I can do something about the mechanics of Hearthstone. C4mlann is very happy and salutes Pavel.
2-0 right now, laughing his way to the top. One more game with this one could represent victory. Oh, C4mlann is on his way to potentially just
He looks super
completely
honorable.
sweeping Lifecoach. Is that the face of an honorable man? Or is it not?
He has a Zofax mate, so now he just needs to not misplay and draw patches.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
this is a bad mulligan, so you probably throw it back and there's a chance you pick it up, right? You have, what, 3 draws, so that's, what, 12%?
If you're a really good player, there's 0%.
Yeah.
Okay. You're right. I keep forgetting. It's a clear misplay to draw it, so...
Yeah.
If he draws it, though, will you coach him afterwards? You could coach C4mlann, right? Teach him how to play?
I mean, he is so good, I don't think he'll draw it.
Oh, you're wrong!
Oh!
Disappointing.
Yeah, I think you have to give him the...
Such a bad play from C4mlann.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. We can tell here that C4mlann had the choice not to get the 1/1 bacon boar, right? Bacon pirate.
He can still win.
Yeah, he can still win. That's right.
Well, that was a misplay straight off the bat.
What does he need off the top to win this?
This.
That definitely helps.
Just play it,
It
right?
seems reasonable.
If you play it, and your opponent sees that you don't get the patches, he will make the read that you don't have it in the hand.
I guess it's only really weak to Small Time Buccaneer on the other side, plus Coin Spirit Claws, where suddenly he gets to trade the patches and the hit from Spirit Claws and keep the Buccaneer onto the board. So
Lifecoach is now trying to read the hand. He's like, okay, one card is patches.
the other card is probably not... I mean, if it's War Axe, you still play Tunnel Trog. The question is, do you coin out Spirit Claws to start attacking?
I actually like
1/2?
just play Spirit Claws and attack.
Okay,
You can, yeah.
because you set up the Blood Mage Thalnos?
You also
or-
might not attack, just play next turn Tunnel Trog, coin Blood Mage Talnos and
Yeah.
kill it.
It sets up Feral Spirit for turn 3 quite nicely. Too.
Yes, but if you attack, you can also play coin Feral Spirit next turn.
But
you
do you
think-
want that? Don't you
Yeah.
want Feral over after Trog?
Yeah, of course we prefer it after Trog, but it can be very strong on board if you play some pirates.
What's the big punish if you go ahead and you coin out Feral Spirit? Fiery War Axe takes out both minions.
Alexstras's champion.
Alexstras's champion gets them. So, yeah, it's a bit scary, but there's still a curved play for C4mlann. I mean, all he's looking for now is Frothing Berserker. He develops 2 minions on this board. There is no Maelstrom Portal right now. Gets his weapon, buffs up the Buccaneer.
I mean, he doesn't know that there's no Maelstrom, so he might just hold the patches.
Sure.
At the same time, he probably just are in a spot where he cannot play around things. I like this a lot. Just go face.
Yeah, that's a very good play.
It's a good way to make up for the misplay in the mulligan.
Well, Lifecoach does have a way to answer a good portion of this board, but he's going to have to spread himself a bit thin. Because the Tunnel Trog, even though it answers the board, is also kind of weak to Alex Rosa's champion, Fiery War Axe. I guess you would have seen Alex Rosa's champion here if he had it, though, right? Over the 2-1
I
Trogs?
don't think so because by playing in that first mate, you buffing attack.
The small time Buccaneer.
Yes.
All right.
So
So,
you push more damage.
all right. So just getting the extra damage out was worth a lot more. So I guess he's gonna keep the Trog to hide it behind the Feral Spirit on turn 4, on turn 3 that is, and then have 2 mana over on turn 4 to hero power.
That's a bad draw.
Yeah, not what you're looking for here. There's not even a dragon in hand to enable it for now.
Finally, bad hand from C4mlann.
I sense some salt.
The creepy smile of Pavel to RDU there off camera. It's like the silence, the silence, creepy smile no one saw in the audience. He's staring at RDU like, yeah, I got pretty god drawn by Cam. How did your series go against Cameron? How well did it go?
In first game, it was pretty close. If I roll spell power totem earlier, then I would win. Or in the last turn, if I would roll taunt totem, I would also win.
Right.
And in last turn, he top deck dragon, so this way he activated Alexander's champions, and this way he had little, but next turn I would kill him.
Okay, so he
Yeah,
just
and
got a dragon off the top to win the game.
Yes.
Okay.
So it was pretty close. And in last game, Priest against Warrior also was in position to kill him next turn, and he also top deck dragon and killed me with Alex Raza's champions. Very honorable.
That's the creepy smile. Well, the Korkan Elite will take care of one of these wolves, but it is still open to a lot of the removal in the Shaman deck. I mean, the weapon alone can take care of a good chunk of this. And because there's a taunt on the board, I think you're feeling okay taking the damage. The issue is, if there's a Blackwing Corruptor coming out next turn, it feels a bit worse. How do you navigate this turn?
I think you go for South Sea deckhand, trade the deckhand, hit the 4-1, use the weapon on the 1-1, and then keep another weapon for your following turn when you want to play Azure Drake.
I like that. That's really solid, actually. Keeps you pretty high on health total. Protect the board. Yeah.
Do you see anything better, Pavel?
No, I like this play. I'll do the same.
And then like C4mlann will have like the Blackwing Corruptor. That's also pretty good.
Do you ever use the patches instead? And then,
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course.
And then use the Trog to kill the 1-1.
I always forget about the patches
No, you kill 1-1
with weapon.
with weapon.
Yeah. Oh, sure, yeah.
I forgot about the patches. That now it's even better to play the deckhand. Now there's like no question about it.
You always forget about the
Patches, yeah.
Okay. So are you the guy
Maybe
that
you're
just...
not honorable enough?
Are you the guy that plays Small Time Buccaneer and then he immediately ends the turn and goes like, oops?
No, it only happened once to me. That we still won the game.
No, that's not bad. Once is good. Most pros have had to learn this a rough way. Like after 5 times, they just quit the evening and then come back the following day and remember.
I mean, even if I would do it more times, I could still just say that I did it only once. And there had to be like the same time against the same opponent for somebody to like come with proof. Like I can say I do it once and yeah.
I like that Romanian trick. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
sure you use that very often.
I don't.
Romanian tactics. How to not get caught. Blackwing Corruptor here will take out the Trog. Again, that's one of the upsides of protecting both minions, is that the Corruptor has 2 targets that it needs to kill, and that gives the Shaman an even bigger lead on the board. So the Drake lets you trade into that 5-4 with your face. How do you feel about that? Would you just Jade Lightning
I
instead?
like play just Jade Lighting instead.
Yeah, it also like opens the possibility
I
of
also
using
don't
lightning
want to
bolt
take
next turn.
much damage against Dragon Warrior, especially against this version.
Yeah, with the Arcanite Reaper at the top end, and the upgrade for any weapon in the mid game. So, well, that turn seems to have been building itself. Do you ever consider Fiery War Axe and Dragon not enabled, just for the 3/6 body that's kind of hard to take care of if there's no spell damage?
I guess it's okay.
What now?
But you want to have taunt later.
Okay, so would you attack with the hook after playing the 2 Frothings, just to make them...
Yeah, like just play
Force.
2 Frothing Berserks and attack with Hook.
Okay, so you just buff them to make sure they trade well with the board.
Yes.
If he does that, Lifecoach is gonna have like a very easy clear. Just Azure Drake, attack one of them, attack with the 1/1, bolt the other.
Yeah, so you take very minimal damage. You take only 3 from one frothing, and then you just go and clean up the other one with the spell. So that gives Lifecoach a really huge edge right now on the board.
Yeah.
And this matchup is all about board control, unless there's any burn to the face. So I say he's well on his way to solidify a potential comeback.
Think from Below is a very interesting card in Lifecoach's deck. I'm not sure how great it is, because you don't want to hero power in the early turns, but if the game is going long, then it's gonna be pretty good.
I also play Hex. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I like Lava Burst more.
Yeah, because you can use it to the face.
Yeah. If Hex would be used on the face, that would be pretty great, but we cannot use it.
Yeah. Or maybe Execute.
Yeah, Execute would be even better.
Reasonable.
Even better.
I mean, what about Shield Slam with the new 9-mana legendary? Could it hit face?
I
I
don't think it can hit face.
No, I think...
Unfortunately.
Well, Fool's Bane could hit face.
Yes.
So maybe Shield Slam can hit
So
face.
yeah, maybe you play Fool's Bane, upgrades, 2-mana card which gives you plus
Heroic
4 damage.
Strike, yeah,
Yes,
Heroic
Heroic
Strike.
Strike. And then you play 9-mana legendary. And attack to the minion and always hit the face.
Somebody has to do that.
I'm pretty sure Toast is
I
going to
think,
be... Either he's already done it
I
or
think
he's working
Disgusted
on
Toast already do that.
Who?
Disgusted Toast.
Oh.
it. The Disgusted Toast. Yeah. It's a creative tactic. Now, I guess you just have to play the Extras champion. There's not much to do. The question is, like, what do you do with the minions? Like, do you ever just hit face with the full health minion? Do you damage it and punch 3 damage with the axe and hope you can find some form of lethal soon? Because board control is out of the question here, I think.
You try to kill him somehow.
Well,
But he'll kill you faster.
yeah, probably.
So
What do you do in these cases?
I guess best option is Escape Conceit. Seems the most reasonable line of play for me.
He still has Rogue, which is not that great, but he also has the mirror match. So he's still like overall favored to win the series. But Lifecoach could 3-0 with the Shaman.
Yeah. I mean, it is it's not even a deck that's that bad against most of the meta. Would you rather face against a warrior as rogue or against a shaman right now?
Depends if the warrior is full pirate or just dragon pirate.
Yeah, dragon pirate, let's say.
I would choose dragon pirate. I think it's easier for rogue. But if he's full pirate, that's like the worst matchup for rogue.
Yeah, that seems reasonable. So
Yeah.
you would rather go against aggro shaman than hyper aggro warrior.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Well, there's a Twilight Guardian that can stall a little bit, but that means the Drake will not be played to draw cards. However, at least there's some armor up going on here to slow down his inevitable death. But I believe there's lethal on board here with the Hex coming up to remove. I mean, it dealt you know, Lava Burst damage here, right?
Yeah.
It kind of worked like Lava Burst.
Kind of, yeah. Kind of, but not really.
And C4mlann, escape conceded, like Master Pavel would have done.
We see some more highlights. Wow.
She is putting chocolate sauce on the bottom of a plate.
I'm pretty sure that's vinegar, right?
I mean, you're the pizza master. You tell me.
I don't know.
Is it balsamic vinegar?
Probably.
Right?
I don't think you need the dressing for the pizza, though, but
But she's dressing that plate.
yeah.
I don't know what's up with that.
I mean, I saw some people eating pizza with a fork and knife, so I guess anything can happen.
So you don't eat your pizza with fork and knife?
No, obviously not. I'm not a savage.
Oh, wow. Okay. You're the guy that sits on the toilet bowl.
C4mlann is keeping the rogue for last. He wants to like only use it if needed.
So he thinks the matchup is that bad, I guess, and he wants to use
Not
the
that
mirror
bad.
match
Like
and-
if you draw like double preparation, counterfeit coin Van Cleef and the spell, it's pretty good.
It's actually better matchup for Rogue than against.
Lava Burst Shaman.
Yes, and Lifecoach also don't play Doomhammer, so
Yeah, actually you have to approach this matchup differently because there's like no burn in Lifecoach's deck.
Yeah, it's
So
only Jade Lightning that's
He also
burning you.
he also has the hex, so you cannot go all in on a Van Cleef. But nevertheless, we see the mirror match first, and it will only come down to Rogue versus Shaman if C4mlann loses this game.
Yeah, so we see the Tunnel Trog opener going first in the matchup can be pretty important, but the small-time Buccaneer with Jade Claws is a huge deal.
Oh, obviously C4mlann is playing Rogue Biter weapon. I'm not even surprised at this point. Like, yeah. If you play Arcanite Reaper and upgrading like Pirate Warrior, in Dragon Pirate Warrior, you definitely play Rockbiter and Doomhammer in Jade Shaman.
Yeah, Sixo I think was saying that he wanted, like, if he was gonna play aggro shaman, he would just go double Rockbiter, double Doomhammer.
I
Just
like
play
it.
all the weapons, right?
You like it, Pavel?
Yes. My friend get top 3 on Europe with version without 777 and with double Doomhammer, double Rockbiter.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I guess that means if you're gonna go aggro, don't go halfway. Just go the full way, and don't try to make funny mid-range decks. Just go all in.
Yeah, just go smart. Go smart.
Yeah, that makes sense. And now C4mlann is evaluating his options. He does have the opportunity to play his own Trog and then go for the Buccaneer on turn 2, followed by a Coin Jade Claws to guarantee a kill or finisher on the Trog. Do you think he's gonna go for the Bolt right away? Okay.
It's a good way to curve out, but at the same time, he's very weak to Totem Golem. He just hopes there's no Totem Golem in Lifecoach's hand.
And
Oh.
oh my goodness.
Misplay.
Yeah,
Lifecoach will
classical
have,
misplay. Draw patches.
You have to play it, though.
I feel like we've been today's been a really patches in your opening hand or your next draw heavy day. Like we've had a lot of those happen today for some reason.
I do the same mistake against C4mlann and against Mr. Yagod,
Oh, that's why you lost?
I guess.
Oh, that's pretty bad.
I wonder if like it will ever happen that people just don't want to draw patches and they cut it from the decks, but it's probably too strong when you don't draw it.
I mean, the math, like again, it comes down to how hard it is in Hearthstone to to come back from an explosive opener. 'Cause if it wasn't for that, then I think people wouldn't even, mind cutting it out of the deck. But opponents struggle so much to deal with a 1/1 that deals damage repeatedly that I think it's just worth it to have on the board as early as possible.
I also have extra pirate for 3/4
Yeah,
mana
the-
pirate
the
to upgrade
cultist.
the weapon.
Yeah, so you can buff the weapon with the Blood Cell Cultist with patches coming out. So
Patches killing patches. Both golden. That's like the way you play it, right? It's like the most worth it card to craft in golden
Yeah,
because,
because you
you see it every game.
Yes.
Like you either get it from the deck or you draw it. It's
either
value.
way, yeah, I guess it is. It's like the golden coin, right? Going full golden deck, you always get the golden coin when you have the coin.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you get golden coin only if you go second.
So this is even
And
more worth
yes.
Yeah, yeah. Trump would definitely craft this.
it. I guess so.
Do you think so? He usually play decks without any golden cards.
Yeah, but this is value. And he's all about value.
Seems reasonable to me.
Well, Jade Claws come out here to deal with the 1/1. Totem Golem's a decent option as well. You did see a Lightning Bolt, right? So
It's pretty awkward for C4mlann because if he overloads on this turn, he's only gonna have 3 next turn. But when he overloads next turn, he's gonna have 4. So like his turn 5 is gonna be a bit better, but his turn 4 is gonna be semi-awkward.
yeah, but putting the 1/1
But you don't
down-
really need to use your hero power in this matchup.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, Lifecoach kind of has to, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
He's committed to the
Yes.
thing from below. But, I mean, he does find a good turn to use it, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, but C4mlann doesn't. Like, there's no way he's playing Thing from below in his deck.
Doomhammer with double Rockbiter, yeah, I think that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
I don't think you're gonna wait until you can play a 4-mana 5/5. All right, taking it slowly, trying to get value out of the Maelstrom portal. So just,
Insane draw, by the way. The South Sea deckhand just fits very, very nicely in the curve.
yeah, Flame Tongue Totem might be something you play around.
Yeah.
Now Lifecoach has an answer to the board, but he has to sacrifice a South Sea deckhand. Never mind.
That's
Just
pretty
picks it
good.
up.
He can still play the South Sea deckhand and just push damage to the face.
It's
if he
probably
really-
one of the best possible top deck.
Yeah. If you don't, the other line of play is just roll spell power totem.
That's good
Yeah,
too. Yeah.
seems reasonable.
It actually reduces the cost of Thing from below, so maybe it's just better.
So yeah, maybe you just play Totem instant.
Yeah.
I don't know. You kind of want to get the Talons on the board to like just draw a card.
I don't know, man. I like the idea of just rolling a totem here.
Yeah, I guess it's better if you can guarantee roll spell power totem.
Yeah, I mean,
He doesn't play Justicar, so he cannot guarantee it.
would you play Justicar in your Shaman to increase the odds?
I'm pretty sure that C4mlann can guarantee that he will roll totem which he need.
Oh, Mean Street Marshal with Flame Tongue Totem could be sick,
Yeah, but now it's useless.
but it could be sick.
I mean, it's 1-2. So
It's pretty good. It's better than the average
Yeah.
card.
What is the average one drop?
1-1 or 2-1.
Yeah, I haven't looked after the expansion came out if anything changed on that front, because we got the
Okay,
small time
actually,
Buccaneer and
play
we got
7-7.
this. Ah, that's a pretty good card.
Yeah, he can go the 7-7, trade into the 1-2. Next time he has 4 mana for the Jade Claws and for the Hero Power. Lifecoach would need a Hex, and let's see how many cards does Lifecoach have.
Well, he,
22, so he has 2 out of 22, that's 1 out of 11, that's exactly 9%. Not really exactly, but yeah, close to 9%.
it's like, yeah, it's close enough to 9%. Yeah. Are you okay? You're like, what is this, 9/11?
too hard,
Wow,
This is too difficult for me.
too soon, Noxious.
too complicated.
C4mlann will drop the Flamer the Faceless, and now to play around the potential Flame Tongue Totem, I guess, is going to clean up one of these guys. Now, there's a thing from below still, right, that can be played to stall the 7/7. Do you check for the draw first?
Maybe?
Yeah.
Again, 9%. No, he doesn't. He'll just play the thing from below.
I like it.
Even though it helps you stall the game, it gets checked by the Jade Claws and the Rockbiter weapon combination.
Yeah, in this case, it doesn't really solve your problems, since the 7/7 will find a way to connect, but at least you've bought yourself some mitigation in terms of damage. Because if it just went face and had nothing to stop it, you're relying on Stoneclaw totems, and a good streak of Stoneclaws might actually help a bit over the course of the game. So there's at least 2 more draws that Lifecoach can appeal to with the Blood Mage Thalnos to find the Hex or some form of damage to deal with this.
What do you think, Pavel? Do you ever go for the Buccaneer and Jade Claws and trade the Flamer Face into the 5/5 and then the weapon into the Thalnos? Or you always use the weapon and the Rockbiter to kill the 5/5 and push face with the Flame with the 7/7?
Yeah, I like use weapon and the Rockbiter push 7 face damage.
Yeah,
But I don't mind too much to see control line of play. Yeah, but he is honorable player, so
Yeah,
he definitely wanna go in face.
I mean, he can go by the mentality that if Lifecoach had Hex, he would have played it.
Now, that's a good assumption, actually.
I mean, you don't need to be Sherlock Holmes to make that
Yes,
assumption,
but
but...
you don't have any cards to burst Lifecoach, so makes sense to trade with Ward.
Well, I found Totem Golem, so at least that's something to do.
At the same time, C4mlann might just get burst. Like, he unlike Lifecoach, plays that Lava Burst. Very good card against these kind of situations.
Rolling Spell Power Totem and getting Lightning Bolt is probably a bit better, though.
I like rolling Spell Power Totem and still playing Lava Burst. It's a lot of damage.
Always little time.
So I guess you Totem... I mean, do you ever just play the South Sea to kill the 2/2, or do you use your weapon and play Totem Golem? It seems better to just play the bigger minion at this point, because you're going for board control, you're already somewhat behind.
Yeah, but you might not use your weapon.
Yeah, to keep it for the South
Yes.
Sea. Yeah.
Oh, very poor draw from C4mlann. Totem Golem is not going to do that much here. Ooh,
And
is
even
it-
though he can push 9 damage to the face, that leaves him very vulnerable with an open board for Lifecoach to pick apart. And he's got 3 sources of spell damage on the board.
Yeah, it's a pretty tricky situation. Like, you kind of want to use your weapon, but at the same time you don't want to use your weapon because of the small time Buccaneer. You kind of want to trade, but at the same time you want to also go face. Very hard lines.
I mean, you're giving him draw if you kill the Thalnos at any point. So if any trade happens, would it be like kill Totem Golem with weapon and 2/2, and then kill the 4/4 with your 7/7 and hope there's no AoE removal? Because there's a second Maelstrom Portal in that deck that could lock out the 7/7 from doing anything else in the future.
I don't know, like wasting 7 damage is not really appealing.
Not for that deck, I think. I don't think this is the deck you want to be surrendering that damage for board control, right? Do you do like a halfway play, kill the Drake with the weapon and the 2/2 and go face for 7? He's doing it! Remove the spell damage and keep the board, but no!
That was a mistake.
Yeah, not going to face his mistake.
Jade Lightning with a 5/5 takes care of a decent chunk of this board. Actually, this is an amazing turn for Lifecoach.
Yeah, he has everything. He cannot play everything, but he has everything for the upcoming turns.
Yeah, this is the way Lifecoach probably finds a way to equalize the series because he didn't get hit in the face last turn, so his health total is very reasonable. And gets a 5/5 down on the board. I mean, that's really hard to go through. At this point, it's pretty much impossible. C4mlann has to find like a Doom Hammer to combine with the Totem Golem and then top deck Rock Biter Weapon into some form of Lava Burst play. Otherwise, I don't see how the damage goes through.
Always little time.
Doom Hammer can still do it, right?
Nah.
He
Are you
takes
sure?
too much damage.
Because he takes 5 and then goes down to 14 and then can actually push 2 to phase, then gets Rock Biter for 10 and then he gets, let's say, Lava Burst off the top with spell damage roll. There's like a small chance I think he can finish this off if there's no Stoneclaw and anything else. Well, that buys some time as well.
Yeah, if he gets, let's say, Maelstrom Portal, he actually might clear all board.
Well, that's on the wrong side of the board, but there could not be spell damage. It's not guaranteed to be there. And indeed, it didn't show up, so gonna have to do this the old school way.
Just trade the 2/2, Maelstrom, trade the 3/3, and then trade the 5/5, or just go face with the 5/5. Oh, he wants to not use the Maelstrom now. Okay,
Yeah.
I like it.
Be a bit more conservative since he doesn't need it at the moment. I mean, it does give the Totem Golem a
Only
trade,
question
but-
is, do you play Deckhand?
What do you think? Does that just overextend you more against Maelstrom Portal where you don't need to be? Because if there's a Maelstrom Portal with spell damage right now, you actually lose your entire board.
Yes, but if you don't play it, you give him more time to
Yeah,
get this portal.
yeah. And you've got 1 weapon left in the deck. 2, actually, we got the Spirit Claws still, so 3. You could still get value out of it, but at this point, it's a marginal thing. All right, let's see if Lifecoach's draw just solidifies this, because right now he's looking really well in the matchup.
Yeah, spell power would be great, but you don't really need it. You probably just go like Jade Lightning face
Yes.
and still Maelstrom. Yeah, I don't see like a really good line for C4mlann to come back into this. It will probably go to that Rogue versus Shaman that we were talking about earlier. I'm really curious about like C4mlann's list.
I don't think it's that bad against this kind of version of Shaman.
Yeah, but I need to play it differently. Shadow Strike is actually really good in this matchup, but usually it's not good overall. I'm not sure if he plays it. I don't think he likes it, because he was making fun of me yesterday on the B stream.
For playing it in your deck?
Yeah, because I used to play like 1, and he was just like making fun of me for playing 1.
Yeah, I think it's not good enough in this meta to play it.
And that's reasonable. I mean, the decks are so fast right now with the Buccaneer and patches. Well, Lifecoach taking all his time trying to get maximum efficiency. Could probably use the Stoneclaw here as a means to tank the 2-1 and leave it at that. Might even keep his damage to face just to wait up.
You can do whatever. You can Jade Lightning your own face and still win this game.
Yeah, probably at this point. The only thing that I think saved C4mlann was to get off the top a Maelstrom Portal.
Yeah, and get spell bar.
Roll spell damage totem and just deal 2 damage to everything. Get a really good 1-drop, like Pit Snake, that denies the board state if something.
Or maybe like patches.
Yeah, like Patches, that's good too, right?
Yeah, it's legendary.
But is it golden if your Maelstrom Portal is golden?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Still retain value.
It's all about that value. Look, the Golden Voodoo Witch Doctor. Is that how it's called?
Neither player has a golden shaman.
Voodoo Doctor, sorry. He's not a Wish Doctor.
That was interesting.
Yeah, Camlan is...
Not looking very good. That's going to be it, right? So Camlan will scoop the game to Lifecoach, who just equalizes the series. It looked like Camlan was looking strong with his 2 aggro decks back-to-back, getting Lifecoach on the back foot, but Lifecoach could still come back. He's going to play the Shaman again, last deck that he has, up against the Rogue from Camlan. So you said he had to play the deck differently than against a typical aggro Shaman. What exactly is... what differently? How differently would you play?
Like, you just don't go YOLO Van Cleef. You try to like keep your cards...
Do you actually
proxy.
think so? I think you anyway go YOLO Van Cleef in this matchup.
Really?
It's still unlikely that he will hex it. Because you don't want to keep hex against Rogue.
Do you know?
Or actually...
I think
no.
if you have a good hand, you can, because
Actually, you
it's also
can
good
because...
Pillager.
Yeah. But there's only one card in deck, so... I think you still going all in to Van Cleef. I think it's the best way to win this matchup.
Well, Camlan is looking at a hand that he's on the play, could still look for pirates, but
Pillager is pretty good, but I'm not sure if it's good enough to keep on the play.
yeah,
You
that's
don't
the
get
problem.
the coin, which is actually very important in this matchup.
Yeah,
I wonder
Lifecoach has got a pretty decent hand just overall, and it's likely to improve over time.
I guess you mulligan Lightning Bolt and Portal
Yeah, I think so.
and keep Donald Rock with straight close.
Yeah, seems good.
Camlan also like pitched everything away, looking for some better cards. Backstab can be good, but at the same
Yeah,
time...
it can be very good if you draw Edwin.
I think in the metagame, it's one of those rare early game answers to what Shaman tries to do with the Pirate package. The issue is, like, do you get to develop your own board by the time that the mid game of Shaman comes in, like the Jade stuff?
Oh,
Lifecoach
make
is...
2 mistakes in a row.
Wow!
Just do the same mistakes in a
He's
row.
spinning in his chair out of rage. An angry Lifecoach spins in his chair. I learned that today.
Maybe he'll cut patches because of this.
Maybe he will disenchant patches.
Yeah, teach him a lesson.
And then craft him again, just to bring him back and give it another chance, or you just de-gold him.
Yeah, just like downgrade him for like 1 week, and then like afterwards, if he doesn't...
But then you have to play without golden coin.
oh,
I don't
yeah.
think he can go for it.
Then you just cut him from the deck. Teach him a real lesson.
What do you play instead?
Wisp?
Stone Toss board to teach him a real lesson?
Stone Toss board. That's better than Wisp.
That's better than patches if you always draw patches.
Why is it better?
Because it's beast.
Oh, but Patch is the pirate.
Yeah, but you might, if you somehow get something like Hound Mafia
Timberwolf from
or
Maelstrom
Kill
Portal.
Command.
Timberwolf from Maelstrom
yeah,
Portal.
yeah.
There we go,
Exactly.
right? There's no pirate buff from Maelstrom Portal.
Yeah.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, you got me. Camlan's hand is pretty shitty right now.
Lifecoach hand also.
You mean it's
not
of
looking
modest
great.
power level? you need to learn your casting terms.
Yeah. How to say nothing with a lot of words.
Is the hand of modest power level?
Let me try again. So right now Camlan lacks the resources necessary to like uphold Lifecoach's early game. But maybe if he like picks up something in the upcoming turns, he will be able to like sustain himself until he finds the gadgets and auctioneer.
Do you need Google Translate?
This is so good.
Twitch chat, wait a second, I will give him Google Translate.
Well done. All right, so that was actually a pretty good... You were close enough there, though, RDU. You were close enough.
Am
Well
I
done.
hired or fired?
I'm going to go with hired. We voted Trump in, so you're in. Now that Camlan has the Fan of Knives and nothing much to do with it, I guess like there's going to be a good time against the Shaman to use it, but I think you're desperate to find something to do here. All right, not bad. Do you ever hold on to that fan, or is it just too like your hand is too bad to really justify keeping?
Yeah, I think you want to cycle.
Yeah, he wants to navigate through his library to find more options.
You didn't have. If you didn't laugh there, it was almost good.
Sorry.
It's fine, man.
I'm not a broadcaster.
You tried. You tried.
Yeah.
It's all right. I mean, I'm not even remotely as good as some. Like, Frodan and Admirable have a way with words, right? Just like making you just follow every single word. Like the sentence matters, and it lasts just long enough that the turn is over, and they can go on and talk about the next topic. But
Yeah.
I just kind of.
It makes me open Google Translate sometimes. That's how in-depth their language is.
Do you open Google Translate, Pavel, or do you always understand what people say? Like, are you just fine with English?
Yeah, sometimes I'm open Google Translate. Now I will open it for RDU to help him a little bit.
Would you say that your English is reasonable or better than that?
I think my English is very good and very well.
That's very.
Extremely reasonable English.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Your English is also okay, almost as good as mine.
Thank you very much. That's a huge
You're
compliment.
welcome.
I'm already blushing.
All right, CfoMlann does have 2 SIs in his deck. He's one of the few players that still plays the card twice, right? We haven't seen too many people play SI in their deck. I feel like everyone's going for the full questing and just cuts out the SI7s. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, personally, I cut SI. I don't really like him that much because you want to use your combo cards otherwise with like questing, with like Auctioneer.
Okay, so do you think the card has some merit, or is it mostly something you'd replace with questing?
I like it if you don't play questing. And for example, Mr. Yagut get top 1 legend on Europe with version without questings.
All right, so it's just better against aggro.
Yeah, it's
if
better
you're
against
playing-
aggro, against all of the pirate decks, so I like it.
Yeah, sounds like a pretty good meta call, but this hand from Lifecoach isn't showing any sign of improving. He already didn't like his Spirit Claws, and now he gets offered another one. 3 weapons and a patches in the first, what is that, like 10, not even 10 cards. That is ridiculous. That hurts.
He has 22 remaining, so he drew 8.
Yeah, so 8 cards, 3 weapons, 1 patches. That's half your cards that were doing nothing there. You needed maybe 1 weapon, maybe a second one if the rogue came on the board really quickly with her pirates. But as it is, that's not the case.
Yeah, but at the same time, CfoMlann doesn't have that much either.
Lifecoach doesn't know that, so he's sweating a little bit. But yeah, he's got a bit of time here to catch up. He has a bit of time to catch up. Do you just Maelstrom for fun?
For fun, yeah.
You might get another patches.
Or maybe like a Stone Toss Boar.
That's a better patches. If you play double Maelstrom Portal, you could get Timberwolf and Stone Dust.
What a synergy.
That's why I built my Shaman the way I did. Okay, out of the deck comes the small-time Buccaneer. So CfoMlann will eventually be able to use his pirates the way he chooses. It is a combo enabler for SI7. Combined with patches, that's a 3 damage ping at some point in the game.
I mean, if you don't use it fast, you might draw patches. CfoMlann currently has 21 cards remaining, so he's playing some Russian roulette here. Like, Steve's very small chances, like 4% per turn, not that much.
Yeah, but the thing is, like the question is like, at what point is it so bad to draw it right now? Like when you're behind, right? That you'd rather just get it out of the deck and make sure that your next draw does something relevant.
Yeah, you don't want to use as agent now to this totem. You also want to keep this one mana drop for heavy straight activation.
Well, he's
And-
doing it right now.
Okay,
apparently.
but it's gonna be awkward to play Ezra Drake next turn.
Yeah, and Lifecoach actually finds a turn because of this, because suddenly he's able to clean up the board. He has something to do with his Maelstrom Portal, which he didn't before. So, do you expect a Totem Golem Coin Blood Mage Maelstrom? Is that
Yeah.
like the all-in, play all the cards in your hand and cycle the Blood Mage?
I like it.
It is pretty good.
Well, people are looking at RDU with pizza on their plates.
Yeah,
Is this for us?
I
Well-
guess.
probably after the game.
Oh,
I don't know.
well, I hope you'll educate us as to
Yeah, I
how
will
good
give
the pizza is.
I will rate it.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
Lifecoach is thinking really hard about this turn, like how he wants to approach it. Does he want to get greedy, right? Because he has a 24 health. The Rogue doesn't seem to have anything great in hand. But the thing is, because these 3 cards have been sitting in the hand, there could be a preparation with a Gadgetzan Auctioneer, for instance, right?
Little time.
Yeah, I think you want to do the Talnos Maelstrom Totem Golem.
I mean, if the Mana Worm comes out, you can go Coin Totem Golem. If Tunnel Shock comes out, it's also pretty good. And it is Light Warden. Nothing is going to change, but if Healing Totem shows up, then she gets buffed.
It's pretty good,
Yeah.
but it's very unlikely to happen.
It is very unlikely, but I mean, looking at CamLann's hand, it's not looking like much is about to happen here either.
Tomb Pillager Eviscerate is pretty good right
Yeah.
off the bat.
Mhm.
I think you have to do it.
Probably the best top deck.
Yeah. Like now if Lifecoach draws some blanks in a row,
Thank you.
And he's
CamLann
been-
can actually get a control in hand.
And it has been happening quite a bit, actually. So, Lifecoach looking for Jade Lightning, probably. Or, I mean, Azure Drake doesn't quite feel good enough here.
Oh.
That is off curve and not the draw he wanted. Flame Tongue can help.
Not the draw he wanted either. Aya is really nice next turn, but at the same time, CamLann will have his own turn. It's a really back and forth battle. Really is. He has to kill the Pillager, but you don't really want to give him the coin.
Yeah, it feels pretty bad, but at least he's going to be happy to see there's no Auctioneer in hand right now. But there's still the Drake, and that's, again, something you don't want to run into.
Yeah, Drake is perfect right here.
You're looking for Backstab, Auctioneer for next turn to go off with the coin. Picked up another coin.
A counterfeit one.
It still works. You can still pass it off.
Illegally. Not nice.
Oh, there we go. Now we've got a turn, right? Yeah, you're getting awfully low on health, though.
Yeah, that can be risky. We see the Leroy Cold Blood, which represents 11 points of
Yeah,
damage.
but you don't really have any choice.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, there is 10 damage on board from Lifecoach, so CamLann's looking at 2 turns to close this game out. If he picks up another Cold Blood, that's going to be game. Eviscerate would do it.
Sap is not it, but he can just...
Asa Agent also.
No, he can just keep the Sap for next turn and win next turn.
Yes.
I don't think you Sap Aya. You take only 10. Just hit phase, redagger, pass.
I
Next-
like it.
Next turn you win, yeah.
So if Lifecoach doesn't get Think From Below or Stoneclaw or Feral Spirit, and that's a lot of chances.
No, he needs Feral Spirit
Taunt.
or Think From Below and the,
and
the Taunt Totem.
Yeah. He needs Stoneclaw and a Taunt.
So let's see the outs. 18 cards remaining. There's probably 2 Ferals, 2...
Think From Below. So 4 outs from the deck. So
Also,
that's
Maelstrom Portal and let's say Well Walker.
That's
plus
right, a Void
Taunt
Walker,
Totem.
right? I don't know the odds of that one, but we can at least assume there's like a 25% to find, almost like a little bit under 25% to find a taunt off the top, and then a 25 to find the totem to roll. So it's actually under 10% at this point.
And that's not it?
That's not it. CamLann is going to win with like a very bad rogue hand. Without Auctioneer, without Van Cleef, just with the pressure from the side, the pressure from the backstabs.
But he have all answers in starting hand. Like
Yeah, he
double
had the
backstab,
answers.
kind
Yeah.
of nice. So.
Yeah, double backstab,
Actually,
and Lifecoach didn't have a very aggressive start either, so the health count from CamLann just kind of stayed high for the entire game. Now Lifecoach is going to hope that his opponent is not holding on to some sort of lethal, which could be the case since this is putting Leroy in his range. He hasn't played much of anything. There is no Auctioneer that came down on the board, no preparations that were played, so this is probably not an Auctioneer hand. Ergo, there very well might be a Leroy. So that seems like something Lifecoach is going to be worried about, and he's going to be shown exactly what CamLann's holding on to. Does Lifecoach sort of expect it at this point? He is crossing his arms like, yeah, this is probably over. And he's taking off the headphones. Definitely expected this to happen to a certain extent, and the game is going to be closed. And the series, CamLann will take it over Lifecoach. Well done by both players. That came down to a very tight last game. I mean, the series seemed to go very well for CamLann, and then Lifecoach equalized from almost nothing, and then finally lost it. Do you prefer losing right off the bat, or just having a chance and having your soul crushed at the end?
I don't know.
How's it feel?
I just prefer to play correctly and try to not lose, but yeah.
All right. Well, he's going to join us on the couch, CamLann. Pavel, you want to do the interview?
I guess you can do it.
Okay, well, I don't have much to ask anyway. All right.
Hi guys.
Hi, CeFormlann.
Hi, hi.
Very well
hi.
played. The first two games were...
Very honorable.
Extremely honorable.
And reasonable as well.
I feel like your plays were reasonable. The lines that you took were all very good, going up top to the face. We appreciated that. Now, once you lost the second game, you know, when Lifecoach went 2-2, how did you feel about the Rogue versus Shaman matchup? Because that was the last thing that was potentially preventing you from locking down the series.
Yeah, not too comfortable, obviously, but I think it went out well, so yeah.
Yeah, it went well. He had a pretty slow start, drew the patches again. He got extremely... You both drew patches at really awful times during the series, which I think is more frequent than we thought would happen. So congratulations. Hopefully the rest of the tournament goes well for you. That being said, guys, we'll be taking a short break. I think there's pizza waiting for us on the side. Okay, let's do it. Let's get the servers. All right, let's just sit back and enjoy the food. Are we really eating on a couch?
Yeah.
4 men on a couch.
Let's
eating-
degustate it.
Oh my God.
Ooh, looks fancy.
What's on this?
Guys,
Is it safe to eat?
I'm vegetarian,
it's
man.
safe to eat. RDU, you are eating
Huh?
some Spanish
I
pizza,
am. There is no meat?
CeFormlann, something with tomatoes and basil, and this one is the best one. That's what I have.
Well, I
That's
just
why
want
have it.
something that's vegetarian. That's it. Like, I don't really care. You could literally have anything on it. Although, these look really appetizing.
Pavel, do you like meat?
Yes.
Okay, take it. You can put it. I mean, all the plate.
This looks so awesome. Is there love as an ingredient?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, lots of love.
Enjoy, guys, and I hope you like it.
Yeah, really nice dough.
Yeah, RDU, go through the process.
Yeah,
like,
like-
how do you feel right now?
A bit too salty from the prosciutto, but it's exactly how I like it.
Okay,
I
perfect.
like the salt.
Enjoy, guys.
Yeah, very nice. Thank you.
All right, guys, we'll take a short break while we're eating these pizzas. Stay tuned. We've got more Hearthstone after